In this video, we're going to go over how to create special product grids and or sliders in our system. If you go to the page that you want to add it on and then click your edit button to expose the website editor. If you scroll down, there is the section that has dynamic content. And here you're going to see a couple of different dynamic content blocks that you can choose from. So your two main dynamic snippets, these are used where you can actually display events, blogs, or some default product options. And if I go and just drag and drop it on there, and if you go to your filter option up here in the upper right corner, you can do by default newest products, recently sold products, recently viewed products, accessories, alternative products, and then there's also upcoming events, blog posts, and most viewed blog posts. So those are you just pick they're pre-filtered, pre-designed categories. Like I can show, hey, my top recently sold items. I can come here and say only show the last top 4 items sold or whatever. And that's pretty much all the configuration you have for that content style. The dynamic carousel works the same way, but it's a carousel slider, so it will display products left and right instead of displaying them in a grid view. So you can see here I've got a page button where I can flip through. Again, you can change the number of objects that you want to load and the filter speed, so that's how often it scrolls to the next group of 4. And you have the same type of filters up here, upcoming, accessories, etc. You can also change the styling. So maybe I want to do this version. There's a couple of different styles that you can choose from, depending on how you want to display your data in the style and the view that you would like. Do know that obviously the more fetched elements that you have on a page, it potentially means you're going to be pulling more product data. So it can, if you have a ton of these, if you were to load the whole page up with them and pull all 16, one, it can make the page really long, and it can also potentially affect your loading time if you have a bunch of these on your page. So just be aware of that. And if you only want to show a couple, make sure to set it. Say, hey, I only want to show 6. Or maybe 8 because it's going to show them in blocks of 4, so then it'd be 2 sets. So that is the dynamic snippet and the dynamic carousel. And then there's 2 products. They work pretty much the same way as the first 2, but your dynamic product snippet and then your product. This one does a product carousel, so it looks just like this. And then this one is a grid view of your products. I can drop that one on a page and then select that group, and it'll do pretty much the exact same thing, except for you get a little bit more control. These are specific just to products. If you look at your filters, you can have newest products, recently sold, recently viewed, but you now also have categoricals. So you can come in here and say, oh, let's show only my sales items. You can also, if you're using tags, you can say, well, show me my hot items. And maybe I just leave it as all hot items, instead. So don't filter by category, just do my tags by hot items. You can remove a tag, say only show the 10% off items, and you can show the 10% off items. Maybe I only want to show the top 8. And you can also come in here and put in specific product names as well. If you want to specify the actual products that you want it to load. So you can even do a comma delimited list of the products that you want to load. I recommend doing tags, some type of tag like a hot item or something like that. So here's the products that were tagged in the cabinets category that were labeled as hot items. So that's most of your dynamic contents for your product specific stuff on your pages that you can play with. There's a lot of different configuration options to kind of suit whatever you're trying to build out.